My name is Dorothy Okemo, Executive Officer, Access to Medicines Platform, and also I'm the coordinator of META here in Kenya, that is the Medicines Transparency Alliance. Access to Medicines Platform came out of a desire for us to find a way in which we can engage communities in the work that we do, and primarily our work is focused on sexual and reproductive health and rights, using evidence, getting the voices of communities in the implementation of the work that we do, and making sure that the voices of community-based organizations are represented in the policy interventions, in the discussions, and in the discourse that goes around at higher levels in terms of ensuring that there is sufficient budget allocation and people have access to life-saving commodities, particularly for reproductive, maternal, and child health. Certainly, we thought it would be prudent for us to not work in isolation, but to identify civil society organizations that were really starting out, that were really passionate about working within the communities, empowering communities, and being part and parcel of decisions that are made at the county level. And so the first thing we did is to build the capacity of a number of CSOs in about 12 counties. So in the beginning, we sent out a call to the counties, and we got applications from very many CSOs that were interested in being part and parcel of our journey. So we build their capacities around policy advocacy, around budget advocacy, around social accountability, data collection, using of research, effective communication, because we needed them to be able to effectively communicate the messaging around the data with the policy and the decision makers at county level. And we are so happy to report that within the 3 years that we have worked closely with these CSOs, we have seen far-reaching benefits of working at the grassroots level with grassroots CSOs. We have actually seen changes in policy. We have seen policies that never existed before being enacted. We have very close working relations and partnerships in these counties, and we believe that this is the way to go. That as civil society, we need to engage other players at the county level, at the lowest levels and at the highest level, to make sure that the policies and the decisions we make are actually geared towards the good of the communities that we both serve. We feel Access to Medicines Platform is really filling a gap that is real and that exists in our country today. We are providing that opportunity for the community voices at the lowest level to be heard. We are really advocating for decisions to be made based on the needs in the community. We believe that one size does not fit all. And that is the reason why we prefer to work in the county and come up with strategies through our multi-stakeholder platforms that are not only listening to the voices of the communities, but are basing the policies, the discussions around evidence that has been collected that is very specific to these counties. So we really feel that we have a critical role to play in bringing the voices of the communities to the table and making the policy and decision makers responsive to these needs, that every decision that is made at county level is based on some form of evidence. We want the counties to really streamline how they make decisions, how they prioritize their annual work plans and annual development plans, how they go about making their budget making processes, and how communities are empowered to a level where they can participate in social accountability mechanisms, but also in constitutional processes like public participation. I think this is a gap that we have so far filled very well, and we know that in time, with more support and with more people believing in the work that we do, we are able to build a community that is empowered, that knows its rights, that is able to hold their leaders to account, while also empowering the policy makers to make decisions that are responsive to the needs of their people, that actually meet the needs that are really afflicting the communities, and that are able to bring to par and improve the economic development, infrastructural development, and economic empowerment, particularly of girls and women, but all those communities that are vulnerable or marginalized in this country. So we have a big role to play. Our job is really cut out for us, and we feel that we are up to the task. Together with the CSOs that we work with and all the partners that we support us, we know that we can make this happen and we can make a big difference.